Ladies and gentlemen, my name is ALA and welcome back to yet another video here on the channel. In today's video, guys, we're going to be going over my top 5 best guns in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War multiplayer. These are the best guns to use as of right now, which is about a week or two into the game's life cycle. Now, keep in mind that these guns could easily change up. They could easily nerf or buff other weapons within the multiplayer, as well as keep in mind that I mainly upload zombies to the channel, so my output isn't the best. So feel free to let me know what guns you think are the best and what guns you think deserve to be added to this list, because I'd always be down to make a part 2. These are just the guns that I have been shitting on people with and that they have been shitting on me with. So yeah, before we go ahead and actually get into the list though, make sure you leave a like, share, and subscribe if you are new for more Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War content. I know I mainly cover zombies here on this channel, but depending on how well this video does, I'd be down to cover some multiplayer, because I really do enjoy the multiplayer in this game. But yeah, without any more ado, let's go ahead and get into the number 5 spot. Coming in at my number 5 spot is the AK-47. This gun absolutely shits on people. Within this gameplay, I believe I was using the one that you get for playing the beta, and it was absolutely destroying some of the other people on the other team, as well as destroying me when other people would end up getting the gun and shitting on me with it. One thing I really like about it is the damage profile. This gun has a very high damage output. Every single shot you do connect with an enemy, it will be doing quite a hefty bit of damage. I believe it's like 3 shots to kill, 2 upon headshot. Those numbers could be off though, and then of course that changes if they have armor on or not. However, this gun also has a drawback, that being the recoil. It is absolutely awful when it comes to long distance fights. However, that can be easily controlled by just having good aim, and you can also put on some attachments to increase the accuracy. It doesn't really matter if you're playing on controller or PC, as long as you can control that recoil, you should be good enough to win basically almost every single gunfight with the AK-47, whether it be long range or close range, unless they of course got a shotgun or an SMG. Now, the only reason this weapon isn't higher up on this list, because I actually really enjoyed using this weapon when I was getting gameplay for this video, is because the recoil at a long range is just too much for me sometimes, especially if I'm not warmed up before playing a match with it. There is some other ARs that are just so much better to use when it comes to long range gunfights that I would much rather take over the AK-47, some of which you will see later on this list. Coming in at the number 4 spot, I have the MP5. Now, it kind of does suck because this gun was very overused within Modern Warfare, and I believe it is going to be very overused again within Black Ops Cold War. I mean, already this gun was overused within the beta, and now of course it's being overused now that the game is out, but I think a lot of that has to deal with the fact that it is a low level gun, meaning that more people have it right now because not everyone's a higher level and they don't have better weapons to use. The one thing that I don't really like about the MP5, it's easy to use, everyone can use it, but the ammo is just not enough for me. But that can be easily adjusted for by just putting on an extended mag or something. So of course it isn't the worst thing to deal with. And of course, with it being an SMG and all, the speed for this weapon is absolutely insane. You run quite fast with this weapon, which does make it very good for getting in and out of gunfights and across the maps as quickly as possible. Coming at the number 3 spot, I actually have the M16. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys weren't expecting this weapon to be up on this list, but it is very, very overpowered. In fact, you can one burst someone to the head and absolutely shit on them from basically any distance depending on what attachments you have on. Now, I use the M16 quite a bit within zombies, for speedrunning purposes, but I also have been using it quite a bit in multiplayer alongside the other weapons within this list. And I've also been seeing a lot of people use it against me, and honestly, every single time I die, I'm just like, how did I die so quickly? And then I realize it's the M16. Now, I do think this probably will be nerfed, at least sometime in the near future, because it is so unbelievably good that there's no way they don't nerf it within some sort of weapons update coming up in the near future. I'm sure within the December 4th patch, where we get the first season or the start of season 1, this thing will probably be nerfed. So use it while you can, get that gold camo on it while you still can, Coming in at the number 2 spot, now I doubt any of you guys were actually expecting this, but I actually put the Krig. Now I'm not really sure, I know this weapon isn't the best in terms of damage, in terms of range. However, I really do like this weapon. I think it's because I used it a lot during the beta and I liked it a lot then, so naturally I wanted to give it a try within the base game, and of course it is still really good, at least in my opinion. The gun has pretty good recoil, it's easy to control, the range is obviously pretty damn good, at least compared to some of the other ARs. Really, I don't really see any downsides to the Krig other than the fact that it's kind of overused right now because of, once again, it is a pretty low level unlocked weapon, as well as it's in one of the preset classes. So if you're just getting into Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War and you need a good gun to start off with, I suggest using one of the Krigs within one of the preset classes because they are very good, especially that class right there. That's the one I started off with in the beta, and that's how I got familiar with the weapon, and it kind of just got me used to the way that the gun would work, and I think that's why I like it. But coming in at the number 1 spot for the best weapon within Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War multiplayer is actually the FFAR. Now I'm sure a lot of you guys were probably expecting this. The fire rate for the FFAR is just absolutely insane. However, there is one downside, and that could be easily fixed, and that is the ammo within the magazine. I believe it's only 25 or 35, which is definitely not enough to get you through multiple gunfights, especially depending on what range the gunfights are taking place at. It's the only thing I really struggled with in terms of when I first started using this weapon. However, I knew that this weapon would be insane because of the fire rate, so I kept leveling it up, got an extended mag, and this thing absolutely shit on people. I'd say it almost has the exact same amount of kill time as the M16, except to the body and not just the head, just because of its fire rate. Now obviously with the high fire rate there's going to be a lot of recoil, and that can be easily controlled by using a barrel stabilizer. Whether you're playing on controller or mouse, once you get used to the weapon you'll obviously get better with the recoil and better with your control of it, which will obviously make it a better weapon in the end. But yeah, that's actually my entire list for the top 5 Black Ops Cold War weapons to use in multiplayer. What weapons would you want on this list? Let me know down in the comment section below. Keep in mind this is just my opinion, and it is the opinion of a Call of Duty Zombies YouTuber, someone who doesn't play multiplayer as frequently as maybe everyone else in the entire world. However, I still do play multiplayer enough to know what weapons I believe are the best. But yeah, make sure to leave a like, share, and subscribe if you are new for more content just like this one, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.